What's the vibe, guys? This is gonna be a quick informative video on basically 3 reasons why basically I believe a person should go vegan. These are all my personal opinions, and with all of my opinions, I believe that it all does come down to moderation. Anything done in moderation is much better. If you overdo anything if you overdo any action or any per se, it doesn't even have to be drugs or anything. It doesn't have to be even things that are considered healthy. I believe there is a way to overdo it and stuff like that. You get me? So I might just get down to it. Why you should go vegan, in my personal opinion. One, first of all, my first reason, and actually in my opinion, my number one reason is I wanted to do a quick Google search. Pause the video right now and I wanted to do a quick Google search on the number one killer worldwide, and you're going to see heart disease come up, right? Now, I want you to think about what is heart disease. Now, heart disease, alright, according to the NHS.UK, heart disease is what describes a block of your heart supply due to fatty substances in the coronary artery. Fatty substances. We need more information about that. You get me? Like, what does this mean? Well, this process is called atherosclerosis. The entire process of plaque building up in your arteries. You get me? So now you're saying to yourself, what is this long ass fucking word? Atherosclerosis. Well, basically, it doesn't really matter what it is. Well, you already know what it is. It's the process, but what you should be considering is what causes atherosclerosis. What causes this process of the building up of the plaque? What causes it? Well, the only thing that contributes to atherosclerosis is literally LDL cholesterol, aka bad cholesterol. Now, if you do a quick Google search and look up like what foods have cholesterol, you'll get bullshitted around. It's gonna tell you foods that are high in cholesterol, foods that are low in cholesterol, and all kinds of bullshit where you don't really need to understand. So basically what I did at the end was basically just Google Wikipedia and found a list of all foods, and if you look at these lists, you can see the high cholesterol foods are all meat, milk, eggs, which this is why I'd say vegan and not vegetarian, because eggs are still high in cholesterol and shit, milk is still bad for you and shit. But all the way down, and you realize that nuts, vegetables, fruits, these are foods with literally zero cholesterol, like literally zero. So they literally can contribute to heart disease, which is the number one killer in the world, by the way. Like, it literally kills the most people. I'm not even like going to kind of talk about things like the other things meat causes, like cancer and them kind of thing there. I just go leave it at that, isn't me? You can do a Google search and figure out what else meat causes, like eating meat in your diet causes, isn't me? Now, secondly, so the second reason why I think a person should go vegan comes down to climate change. Now, let's say you're a person who you don't give a shit about your own life, you smoke cigarettes, you drink every day, you party every day, you don't give a fuck about your own physical, personal health. So this whole eating meat thing, you don't care, you just want to have a good time, you just like how meat tastes, like fuck it, right? Well, no, because you eating meat still contributes to one of the most important things going on our planet right now. So even if you don't care about yourself, I want you to consider all of the people around you in your life that you might care about, and think about how climate change affects us all on a global scale. And I know everyone always, when they hear people say, yo, go vegan, it helps the climate, their first reaction is to like, bro, how is one person going vegan going to affect the climate? Like, oh, that's dumb. Well, the stupid person is really you, to be honest, because we are the population. The single man is what is the consumer is what purchases stuff. So if there is no market for this thing, then let's say you let's say you and your friends go vegan, let's say you form a community of veganism, let's say, because you're out of like after 2 years of going vegan, you know like 40 people in your general vicinity that have gone vegan just because of your decision to go vegan. Suddenly there's a factory that has to start being converted from a meat industry to an agriculture industry to plant more grains and stuff. So that suddenly one factory down just from your decision. And honestly, the more you think about it and think to yourself that you as an individual can't make a difference, is the more you contribute to the problem of climate, of global warming and stuff. Because believe it or not, according to EPA, agriculture, forestry and other land use contributes for 24% of global greenhouse gas emissions. And a person might say forestry too, deforestation, but most of the deforestation happens so we can get land to rear animals, and most of the plants we grow, the grains we grow, are used to feed animals, and animals like cows and stuff do eat in general more grains than humans. So if more humans ate grains and less beef, we'd literally have more food to go around. Like veganism could actually solve world hunger, but people don't really even, I'm not even gonna get into that part of it right now. This is just about climate change and a whole, you get me? I'm not even going to get into the amount of water used by the industry either. You get me? But honestly, climate change is a big deal as to why, one of the reasons why I have gone vegan for like, well, like I'm like 90% vegan. I've been 90% vegan for like the past week now, the past 7 days. I think it's actually helped. I think I look better, don't I? But anyways, my final reason I'm gonna get into, let's say you don't give a fuck about human race. Let's say humans can die in hell. Let's say we've been eating meat, with the whole society is fucked up, and we just need to face our problems and just be fucked. Like we've already fucked it and we're just fucked, basically. Well, don't do it for the human race, then do it for the animals and plants. Like, a person might say they don't care about animals, a person might say they don't care about plants, but at the end of the day, we need plants to fucking live. And honestly, if you don't fuck with nature, then you really need to, something wrong with your peer. So, like, honestly, like, you actually need to probably go see a psychiatrist, because nature is what allows us to live. You get me? If you're in tune with the spiritual side, if you're religious in any way, you must be in tune with nature, in my opinion. If you're not in tune with nature, you kind of, no comment. So, you might be thinking to yourself, well, like, what happens in the animal industry? Why would I stop eating meat to hell? Like, I don't really care that much about animals. If you don't care that much about animals, why you watch one of those slaughterhouse videos? You know, the ones you've been trying to avoid on purpose, the ones you know about, but you try to avoid them on person, where them cut open pig throats. Like, you avoid it because you're afraid to see the reality of the situation. But the reality is that when you buy meat, this is what you support. And there's nothing, you blocking yourself from this while doing it is literally just you putting up like, you're just trying to play this safe game where you're trying to keep yourself in the not know. Why don't you want to know? You don't want to know the industry you support. You don't want, if you can go through the video and not feel a thing, then this point does not, you don't have to care about this third point. You see me? If none of the 3 points don't matter to you, then so be it. You see me? And don't just say none of the 3 points matter. Actually ask yourself within. Don't put up that fucking that screen in front of you and try to just be like, oh, you don't really care about all that. Actually meditate within yourself if you actually care. More you actually think about it, isn't it? And it's a short video because man's about to smoke a zubs and things, so that's all, man.